Hello and welcome to Graceful Connections presented by Academy for the Soul. I'm your host, Sophie Bidard, and the co-creator of Graceful Connections together with Christel Hughes, founder of Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts. Thank you for joining today, and whether you are on the live call or the replay, thank you for bringing your beautiful presence, the contribution of your unique vibration within the orb of grace. And today we are together for live intuitive readings galore with Christel Hughes. So we're just about to experience the magic of her lightning fast and laser focused intuitive readings. First, let's begin with creating our sacred space. So I invite you to relax and take a few deep breaths. Breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. Let's bring all of your attention and your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. I invite you to open your heart or open it even more and be ready to receive. And to open your mind or open it even more and be ready to receive. Activating your connection to the new earth crystalline grid and your connection to galactic center, the center of truth, so that you are held, both grounded and suspended. You are safe, relaxed, and ready, and open to receive. Now I'm calling the orb of grace from the heart of the universe and placing the orb of grace around our group, our gathering, and each and every one of us, that we be held in the orb of grace and infused with grace all along our time together. Let's take a moment to adjust to the purity and the subtle high frequency of grace, allowing it to gracefully dissolve, realign, harmonize, amplify, magnify all that needs to be so in purest alignment with divine will and the divine order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Now, within our sacred space of the Orb of Grace, I'm delighted to welcome again our brilliant expert, Christel Hughes. She's your graceful guide into the higher dimensional realms and celestial channeling. It's so wonderful to have you with us again today, Christel. Welcome.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. The energy is so high, you guys. I had to light a couple more candles. I got the fire elementals dancing around. I've got chills moving in and through me. I'm seeing things. I don't know. I think your guides are actually already showing up and trying to talk to me right now. And I thought, everything's supposed to be graceful here on Graceful Connections, but I just have to tell it like it is. This is what's going on. My body is literally lit up, and I'm so... I don't know. It's just like energy pumping through me. So usually I'm a little more graceful than this, but yeah, let's all get excited. I feel like dancing right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're playing.
That sounds very graceful to me.
Does it? Yeah, it's grace
Yes,
filled
it
for
does.
sure, isn't
It's
it?
grace filled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It is such a pleasure to connect in this way. It's really wonderful to be able to present insights and ideas that have been flowing through my body, my being, and to bring that to life is to have you all here listening. And that's what we don't realize that the power in the listener is so great, isn't it? And our beings that want to connect with us, they want us to be in the listening, and they want to support our energetic constitution and the construction of our energetic systems and being in a way that would allow that interaction. And it's so inspiring. There's a great depth to this as well. And so as we're here together, we see this as this infinite holographic playground. And we're coming to this today within the context of there being innumerable portals. And these are what we know as access points that are at 0 point energy. And think of that as really cool fields of energies that are at 0 point where there's no polarity. And these portals allow a person to access the vibrational frequencies of their oracle. Their oracle as a guide, but there's more to the oracle than that. The oracle really living in that 6th to 11th dimensional realm of reality. And so what we're discovering today is how those portals open or not, whether they allow you to gain the insights as reflections of your divine self, right? Because sometimes these access point portals might actually be hindering your connection to your oracle based on their condition. And so today I'm going to be tuning into your energy field. I'm going to use my laser light intuitive capacity on the holographic realm. And we're going to really see, I've got to peer in and check to see what's going on with the access points. And I want you to think of them again as, just as we were saying, as the chakra spin, very similar to that type of experience where you might not feel or see your chakras. You know they're there. And these access points are there within you. I've seen them. Some of them show up as constellation forms. Some of them show up and they're scattered. Some of them show up bundled together, right? And these access points as the portals, if they are calcified, if there's some kind of density, just the same as we see with the blades of the chakras spinning, these spinning beings that are in our energy field, if they're spinning and pulling in negative vibrational frequencies, emotions, any kind of passive aggressiveness from the environment, even if there's something physically in the environment, like mold or something like that, if you have had a bacterial infection, right? Because it's not just one way, it goes all the way down to the body, to the DNA, and below that, to the tiniest of the tiniest little quarks and all the other little beings, the elemental beings that are in your body, to the highest dimensional realms of this, in this context, the 11th dimension, right? But we can see, just like a fan, if a fan's spinning nonstop and you have it going all the time, it's going to pull that sticky residue from the air, and it shows up as that congestion on the blades of a fan or in the motor of a fan, right? And we have to go in, we have to clean the blades of all the dust and all the particles and all of that. It's very similar to what I'm going to be seeing today within your access points, okay? So that's really what we're looking at. And I don't want you guys to be discouraged in any way. I mean, you have to leverage and utilize my superpower. My superpower is to actually see what the condition is so that we can shift that condition, right? So that we can clear that condition. But as I read you today, you might find, oh my goodness, this is so deep or so dark. Don't go into that darkness. Let it be the aha moment. Let it be like, whoa, okay. Glad she found that for me. Glad my higher self told her that. Because now we can shift that. Now we can transform it. And you might have these moments of light awakening you to say, oh my gosh, that's why I've had this chronic condition or this experience, right? Okay? So today is really about getting the information your higher self is telling me you need. And then we have an offering so that you can do the clearing and healing work, which is absolutely brilliant. You're going to love what we put together for you because it's intimate and it's beautiful and you're held and you're going through the experience with others. You're going to be loved up. You're going to have, just amazing feeling tones of being hugged and held and guided through. So yes, it's spectacular. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, spectacular. Totally. Thank you. Thank you, Christel. So yes, everyone, I mentioned being with Christel again because we've had a really fascinating video meetup just a couple days ago with Christel. And if you missed it, you will definitely want to catch up. So you have the link on your webcast and on your replay page. And really, Christel shared so much about the Oracle's Gateway to Higher Dimensional Channeling, and she offered really mind-blowing insights. There were like revelations. So yes, today we dive into the exploration of the blocks that may be hindering your connection to your primary oracle. So to request your reading, to come on the line with Christel, press *2 on your phone or click raise hand on the webcast, or you can place your request in the Q&A box on the webcast. And the question to ask for your reading is, what's blocking my connection to my primary oracle? Now, while you do that, getting your hands raised and your questions in the Q&A, before we get started, Christel, would you just briefly remind us all what the oracles are, just giving us an overview if anyone has not yet watched your video meetup so that they have the gist and everyone gets the highlights?
Oh, yes. So we all know about spirit guides, and many of us know that they have been serving us with our ascension, and they really support the functioning of us moving from that 3D reality up to the 5th dimension. We've been doing this for years now, and it's been really wonderful. What I've seen, though, is that when we actually cross that bridge going into the 6th dimension and up to the 11th dimension, our guides kind of go into the background, and what comes forward as the primary beings that are here to serve us are our oracles. And in the 6th through these 11th dimensions, the realm of the oracles comes to life as they are divine messengers endowed with profound insights. I mean, extraordinary abilities. These are the beings that serve as conduits for divine wisdom, the guidance, but a lot of the counsel and the foresight is held within the oracles. They communicate through those portals that I was telling you as 0-point energy field, vibrational frequencies are the way that they communicate. But the coolest thing that we see with the oracles, as these are mirrors, they're mirror beings to reflect through vibrational frequencies, color, light, again, sounds, knowings, right? This is the highest level of ethereal realm that we can access. So it's more subtle in the communication. It's not going to be blatant communication. It's going to be subtle. The purpose really of the oracle is to illuminate our intuitive path. It's to bring forward the soul light frequency and vibrational frequencies within our own being so we can gain insights for spiritual advancement. And so we have to have these certain channels and gateways open. We have gateways which are different than channels, and they work to support bringing the specific reflections, if you will, through, and have us also in this hall of mirrors, as we were saying, that's a spiral, it's not linear. They can guide us through a gateway that lives within our own energetic field to access their exalted energy field. So they flow this reflective energy into our being, and we need to translate that. We have to be able to translate that. So first we have to get it in. And if the access points are dense, or like I said, whatever the condition is, which I'm going to be reading yours today, we have to heal that up to allow the pure vibrational frequency. So this really involves cultivating a deep sense of reverence, openness, receptivity to the higher dimensions, and that happens at the innermost of the heart. It doesn't happen out there. So, and it also really requires strong intention, right? Strong intention. As you've been doing your spiritual practice, meditation, prayer, self-reflection, self-development work, like everything, chanting, everything you've been doing, you've been opening yourself to the wisdom and guidance. But what we've seen with the oracles is they could be right there with a mirror right to your face, and you're not seeing it because you're not able to bring your humanistic, energetic constitution and structures into that context. The portals are, it's beyond blocked. But blocked would be a general term for that, right? It's inaccessible, okay? So that's the oracles. We want our mirror beings to support us. We want to see the reflections, and we want to then choose which reflection do we want to accept. Once we accept the oracle's reflection, the specific hologram of our being comes into form. It's like we go from being just expansive to now bringing it into form, which helps us actualize it on the planet, right? We can think, I think I'm a little intuitive, but do you know how you're intuitive, your specific intuitive gifts? Can you call forth at a single moment exactly what you need as an answer, a vibrational yes, no, with the way to calibrate it in percentages down to the details? This is what the oracles do for us. And so we utilize the holodeck and the holographic realm, and we start to build out the holographic body. Oracles help us do that. Okay, hopefully that was concise enough.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. And I love what you mentioned on the importance of the intention, because what I'm perceiving is that you said the strength of our intention. What I'm perceiving is that the quality and the nature of our intention, the oracles are going to show up as to answer, to respond to our intention, right? So if we have a vague or kind of something kind of floppy, they're not going to be so excited to show up. Is that right?
Well, they're gonna show up, but it's like if you can have,
in a floppy,
an amazing variety of like deliciousness of your favorite meal, right? And it's like all you have to do is intend, and what you would do is in that intention, wouldn't you know how your mouth would feel? Like you would savor the deliciousness of that, whatever it is. Like, for me, just feeling into like melting chocolate on my tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like the mixture of the salty and the bitter and the, you know, the sweetness. I mean, these are the things. Like, are you intending to be able to taste and savor and be in the deliciousness? Or is it just hard, old, dry, funky, you know, like, I don't want that kind of chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't stimulate me. It doesn't motivate me. So we play. We have to play. Get into the feeling tone. I mean, I'm telling you, I wasn't making it up. When we started connecting for this call today, there was such a vibrational frequency of energy of joy and bliss surging through my body that I couldn't compose myself. I was literally dancing and walking around waiting for you to get through. Right? I was like, come on, I gotta go, let's go. Right? Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the insights and the excitement. And yes, so today is all about the awareness that is the first step for us to upgrade, to open, to reach to our oracles, or to deepen our connection with them. So let's get started with the intuitive readings. It's wonderful. There are so many requests. So thank you everyone for all your interest. We'll do our best to get everyone served. Let's set this intention. And for that purpose, you're welcome to make yours a reading that is offered to someone else if it touches you, if it resonates with you, if it triggers you as well, if it gives you shivers or knowing, that's for you as well. So in that way, for sure, everyone will be served today. And I want to let you know that there will be a special announcement towards the end of our time together. So make sure to stay all along to make the best of this opportunity that we have with Christel. With that, let's get started. Christel, we're going to take live callers, then we'll go to the Q&A and we'll go back and forth. First, we are going to go to Swindon with Tanya. I'm unmuting you, Tanya, in Swindon. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, Tanya. Welcome. Hi.
How are you? I sent this
Good. Welcome, Tanya. That's okay. You raised your hand as well, so there you go.
Yes, I sent the question and I raised my hand, and it's my pleasure to talk to you.
Good job. Good job.
So,
I mean, your oracles
you like a reading from Christel?
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so here's what's happening. So looking at the access point, what we're seeing is this access point in the 6th-dimensional portal, okay? And when I look at that, it looks like it's been eclipsed, okay? So there's kind of a shadowy, dark, swirling color that's there. There's a little bit of density, a little bit of heavy energy around your field, all right? And similar to that, what we're starting to see is that it's a feeling of being overshadowed in life, right? Like someone else is eclipsing your experience, okay? And what that does is it's disconnecting from the higher realms right now. So it looks like a barrier has been created, okay? So what we're going to have to do is work on the shadows and bringing the shadow out so that can be open and light and brilliant and really available. So this means you have to come into knowing who you are. No matter if someone's around you trying to overshadow your voice, your light, that doesn't matter. You have to be able to stand on your own, right? And so what we're starting to see is that is a past life experience 58 past lives ago, okay? 58 past lives ago.
Wow.
Wow.
How
right,
is possible
Tanya.
to remove that overshadow?
Because that's what we're doing in our offering. Remember, every time we get on here, we don't leave you guys where you don't have a way to clear it, right? So we always have an offering. So Guided by Light is our offering today. I'm going to be with you for 3 live energy labs where I'm going to literally put you on the holodeck we're going to go in, we're going to access the portals, and we're going to heal them in real time. And we're going to do that, like I said, for 3 weeks. So we'll have 3 live energy labs, okay? So get in on that, get your support, and then those portals are going to be open, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
So
Thank you,
much.
Tanya. Blessings. Thank you. Blessings. So for Tanya and everyone, actually, Tanya, because you're on the web call, so on the webcast page, you have the button to access all the details about Guided by Light, and Christel will give more details about it a bit later in the call, but you can already go and check it out if you're curious, and I'm sure that you are. So very good. Blessings to you, Tanya. Thank you. Now let's go to, okay, I had someone, they disappeared, so it's going to be the next person. We're going to, let me see, Leslie in England. I'm unmuting you, Leslie. Hello, Leslie.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Hello.
Hello. So nice to be here. Hello.
Oh, hi. Okay, I love this because I'm already starting to see the oracles start to show up. So you guys, even though I'm reading you, right, for what's in the way, the issue is that I'm trying to focus on that, but your oracles start to show up, and I'm really seeing this holy being that is here right now. I'm getting chills again. It's so good. So is it okay if I go ahead and read you because it's coming through loud and clear?
Yes, Christel, thank you.
Okay, so for you, it's a corrupted portal. It's at the 10th dimensional realm. Now write this down because this is what we're going to need to be working on, right? Okay, so a corrupted portal, and what we've seen is it's tainted. And I see like tainted multiple colors that you wouldn't mix together to get a pretty color, right?
Okay.
So what we can see is it's like a corrupted file. But you have to carry this out into your world. If something that you said got corrupted, someone took your words, twisted them, it's now tainted, right? An experience that you had that you thought was joyful is tainted now. That's what I'm feeling. Okay? And a lot of the senses, you guys, at the 6th to 11th dimensions are about smelling, what you smell, what you taste, and like I said, colors. So the sensory acuity is heightened at these levels, at these realms. And when I'm kind of tasting something that's tainted, right, it doesn't taste good. It tastes sour. Okay? So that's hindering the connection with the oracle guide, but it's like a corrupted portal. Right? So it's sending energies that are not true. Right? It's like a hacker getting through and sending information that's not quite true. Okay? So that's what we've got to clear. Now let's see when this was created. This was a past life, 68 past lives ago. Okay?
Okay. Great. Okay. All right.
Thank you for that.
You know,
Thank
that's
you.
your starting point. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Blessings. Yes. Thank you.
Blessings to you too.
Blessings. Thank you, Christel. Okay. Very good. We're going next to Atwood, California with Annabelle. I'm unmuting you, Annabelle.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Atwater. Yes. Yes, Annabelle, welcome.
Hi. Hi, Christel.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Woo! Oracles delivering up today. Okay. So I
would
think
you like
how
a
we're gonna do
reading
this,
from Christel?
I think, is it okay, Sophie, the way that we do this, if we just go right into it? Because everything comes faster with the oracle. So I'm assuming if you guys raise your hand, you want a reading, if you'll just give me the name and everything, not to be rude, but it's just coming through so quickly, I don't want to hesitate. So What we're getting, Annabelle, is the 11th dimensional portal that I'm seeing. Now, again, this one's showing up as kind of an Orion constellational frequency, and it's a broken portal. So when we look at that, there's a little bit of broken glass, right? It looks shattered. It looks like broken glass. And so what is happening with the color dimensions there is that it's like colors that are layering each other, but not like a rainbow. They're interacting and interpenetrating and causing confusion. And also what we're seeing is that it's looking that the physical part of this is when you have felt shattered within yourself, right? You feel you've been broken down is what they're saying. You've been broken down, the moments in your life when you've had this state. And it's prevented the individual access to insight, right? So when things are broken, when the mirrors are broken, you look like some kind of weird painting, right? A Picasso, right? Like, who are you? You can't even see who you are, right? Because it's just in all these weird, twisted, distortion, okay? So when we look at that and where that originated, that is a past life that I'm seeing, but it literally is a galactic past life. Like, I actually see that you lived in the Orion belt, right? You lived in that star system during this time. There are no years for that. If I were to say galactic years in past lifetime, because we have to put it into language, I would say 149 galactic past lives ago, okay?
Wow. It's great. Thank you.
Just be sure to write that down, sweetheart,
You're
okay?
welcome.
Yes.
Again, I want you to be able to, go in and during the program, we're going to work on these, and I want you to be able to bring that, but you're going to have fresh new perspectives when you come on the call, right? But this will have the container all set for you to do the clearings, okay? All right,
Thank you
beautiful.
so much,
Thank
Christel.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Annabelle. Blessings. Thank you. Okay. Wonderful. Let's go to New Jersey with Michelle. I'm unmuting you, Michelle. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
We can hardly hear
I'm
you,
ready
but
to go.
we know you are there.
I'm ready to go.
Yes, we can. Ready to go. Christel for Michelle.
All right.
I love you.
All right. So what I'm seeing is almost like a sickly portal, like it's sick, it's diseased, right? And that feeling of a wound, okay? So this is the 9th dimensional portal. There's woundedness that I'm seeing. And if you can imagine, the colors of that are kind of like gray-green, that kind of thing, right? Now, what we're seeing is that others disease you, okay?
Oh my God, totally.
Because you have been looking to others to reflect your worth to you instead of your oracles.
Good.
Right? And so what we're saying is, because you couldn't reach your oracles, you're like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do, people?
Totally.
Right?
Yep.
Like, I can only tell you that as a child, you had such a fascination with your oracles. You could play with them. You could traverse those higher realms. I'm seeing you in like a pink tutu that is so cute, like fairy wings.
I was a ballet dancer.
Right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm seeing you go to these places and go to these heights. And so what we have to do is we have to recognize that the reflections through humans are not anywhere near accurate. And now you're at a place where you are not diseased, you're not wounded, right? We're going to heal that up, and we're going to connect you with your oracles so that now that reflection is pure, and you've done the work to get yourself to be able to agree with the oracle's reflection, to just be able to accept it. Because the unworthiness, you've done a lot of work on this. You know you're worthy now. And so again, when the mirror is put in front of you from the oracle,
Oh my God,
you
thank
can
you so much.
receive the reflection, right? You can take it in. And what I'm seeing is that you're going to be like a little sponge that's just going to be like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you. I can't wait to do this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome, Michelle.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you.
Blessings. Yeah. I love the enthusiasm on both sides, on the oracle side, on Michelle's side, on Christel's side. It's just so beautiful to witness. Okay, let's go on. We're going to Charlottesville with Margaret. I'm unmuting you, Margaret, and let's go straight to your reading with Christel.
Margaret.
Hello, Margaret.
Hi. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Margaret, what I'm seeing is an 8th dimensional portal issue right here. And I'm looking at the Pleiadian star system, so it's like a constellation of the Pleiadian twisted. There's twisted energy, right? Again, people have taken your words and twisted them, distorted, right? And so as we see that, if you can imagine, the colors are twisted to the point where you don't know what the color is. We need to have clear colors that are coming through, refraction and reflections that mean something to us. And so it's like a twisted knot in certain places. It's like it's the, again, like the residue, when the residue gets so sticky and then, you know, things get twisted and then the residue kind of becomes this glue. It's like a twisted knot of the energy frequencies. So it's really distorting the information that's coming through. Now, when I look at that, it is another galactic past life. And if we're looking at that, because it is in the Pleiadian constellations and the sisters, what we're seeing is 49 galactic past lives ago. 49 galactic past lives ago, okay?
Okay, Margaret, we can't hear you, but hopefully you could hear the reading or catch up with the replay. 49 for you, and make sure to make the notes. Thank you so much. Blessings. Thank you, Christel. We're going next to Clearwater with Kelly. I'm unmuting you, Kelly. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Sophie. Hi, Christel.
Hello.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. What we're starting to see is decay in the 7th dimension. All right. Now, as we're looking at this decaying energy, what's happening is things are breaking down. Okay. Things are breaking down. So it's like, why is everything breaking down? Why is there this decay? And what we're seeing is when something's decayed, you have to take it out of the fridge, right? Like you have to get rid of it. But what's happening is I'm seeing that there's a part of you that's almost like it's knowing that whatever, this relationship has been decaying for quite some time, but I'm not getting rid of it. This job situation has been decaying for quite some time, but I haven't quite figured out how to transition, right? There's that experience. The health of the body, certain things are going through a process of transmutation, which is the breakdown to get to the higher levels. All right. So we have to look at this. And now the beauty of this is that everything is so fresh and new on the other side of it, right? They're showing me, they're like, I'm literally smelling this beautiful fragrance of jasmine. Right? So I'm getting this jasmine fragrance, and it's like, tell her. And this oracle that I'm seeing is a blue, light blue, icy, like sky blue energy that is so celestial. The frequency tones of this are very high. And I'm hearing high kind of twinkle bells, right? Which again is Archangel Metatron. Lots of the twinkling bells come around with Archangel Metatron. You are a futuristic type of person. You are a visionary. You're not meant to hold on to the old visions, anything decayed, right? So it's very powerful for you. And this is not about ascension so much for you as it's about quantum leap for you. Okay, it's quantum leap for you. All right. Now, as we look at this, I also see that in the Palladian star system, and we're looking at that issue when it first started with the pain point. So that is actually a past life. Let's see how many past lives we're going. Okay, 94 past lives ago with that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're welcome. Thank you. Blessings, Kelly.
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back to more live callers. I want to go to the Q&A. We have so many requests in the Q&A. First, we're going to go to Surrey, British Columbia with Cheryl. So what's blocking Cheryl's connection to her primary oracle?
Yeah. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
just heard like a crack of thunder, right? Crack of thunder. So this portal is cracking. It's chaotic, right? And it's emitting these flashes of lightning. So the light isn't harnessed. Do you see? You're meant to harness the light and let it flow through. So I'm hearing thunder rumbling. You know, it's like this ominous sound, and it's unsettled energy in your body, okay? We're talking about anxiety. We're talking about restlessness. We're talking about inability to find peace, inability to find stillness within the self, right? And it's disruptive, and it's disruptive of the inner harmony and the balance. So you can't quiet your mind enough to attune to the subtle frequencies of the oracle guide. All right, so that 10th dimensional portal. Now let's just see what we're seeing here. They're saying Andromeda, so I'm getting a quantum energy experience here. And as I see the galactic past life, we're looking at 110 galactic past lives ago. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right. Blessings to you, Cheryl. Let's go to Indianapolis with Scott.
Okay, let's see here. Now, this is more like slipping, being sucked into something. It's like quicksand, right? 8th dimensional portal, quicksand, shifting sands, right? Continuously swallowing you up. Life has swallowed you up in certain times of your life, right? And it's emitting a low kind of ominous hum. Again, that word is coming up, right? And it's drawing you in, sucking you in. People have sucked you in to their issues, their problems, their discounting your word, because the way that they view life is dark, right? And lack consciousness and those kinds of things. It's a sinking feeling in your body, unable to move forward and really claim that, right? And so there's moments when you've been ensnared by this cycle of inertia and uncertainty, right? And it's impeding your progress. So yeah. All right, so let's check to see where we're looking at. I get Orion again for you. This is a galactic past life, they're saying 71 ago.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Scott. Blessings. Thank you, Christel.
Yeah.
We are going to Seattle with April.
Okay. All right. So again, I'm looking at this 9th dimensional portal. This is a shadowed kind of experience enveloped in darkness, tendrils of shadow kind of creeping. It's like these malevolent like tendrils, right? Ugh. And the edges are blurred. It's blurring and it's warping. So distorting your perception. I'm starting to see experiences in the upper chest, heightened states of fear where you've like brought your shoulders up, tighten your shoulders, paranoia, inability to trust yourself or trust others. Okay. And I'm seeing that this shadowed portal experience, it feeds on doubt and insecurity, right? So you have to watch out because it's like casting doubt, people's projections kind of casting doubt on your ability. And also you're then doubtful that you can connect with your oracle guide and receive the clear guidance, okay? So let's see when that was a past life. 52 past lives ago. Okay, 52 past lives ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, April. Blessings. Thank you, Christel. Next, we're going to Montreal with Geneviève. Geneviève.
I know it now. Okay, I'm not going to get that wrong ever again. What I'm seeing is a seventh dimensional portal issue. This access point, it looks like it has layers of ice on it. It's like frostbitten, right? And the colors are muted, obscured beneath this kind of frosty layer. I'm seeing like fractures, like spiderweb fractures across it. And these reflect fractured thought forms, you know? So when you've had a vision, it's fractured. You've had an idea, it's fractured. And so the sensation is wanting to numb yourself out, like emotional coldness, or maybe coming into contact with people that are cold, right? So also they're saying inability to express yourself authentically, right? Think about being frostbitten in the moment, right? It's inhibiting your emotional connection. It's stifling the intuitive communication with your oracle, right? And it's chilling, right? It's like, I'm too cold to think right now, right? So it chills the flow of energy, right? That's how it's coming across for you. All right, let's check to see where we're looking at. Gosh, I'm seeing the Pleiadian constellation again. Now, let's see, is this a galactic past life? Yes. Okay, so let's see how many ago. 44 galactic lives ago, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Geneviève. Blessings. Okay, going to Lucknow with Vioma.
Okay, let's take a look. So, sixth dimension, portal, access point, shrouded, thick, dark mist. It's obscuring the true form, right? It's like it's emanating this kind of eerie glow that flickers like a dying flame, you know, when the flame's just about to go out, and then here comes the smoke. What's happening is it's veiled. So you're going to get this confusion, distortion, difficulty discerning truth from illusion, right? So this is a veiled portal, and it obstructs that clarity. It obstructs the insight. So, yeah, let's see what we're looking at here. I do see it like it's actually showing up, these access points. It's one in a bundle of grapes. Again, it's kind of like when you've got one access point that's veiled, it veils all these other access points, right? Because it calls in that kind of eerie mist, and it's shrouding the whole bunch, the whole bundle of grapes, if you will, right? Like it's covering them, and one is starting to really be impacted. Okay, now this is a past life, and it's 84 past lives ago.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Vioma. Blessings. Thank you, Christel. Next, going to Santa Fe with Ellen.
Ooh, wow, this is hot. This is fiery. This is a 10th dimensional issue with this portal. It's like I'm feeling the infernal nature of this, right? It's so fiery, intense. Yeah, it's like the reddest of the reds, right? It's heated. There's a depth of, like, I'm not going to make it out, okay? This is like feeling at some point like intensity so much that you're going to die, right? If you've ever felt the moment, I don't know, for me it was more like when I got my heart ripped out of my chest with a breakup, right? Like I was dying, right, in pain. Like my heart was pained and I was dying because of the disconnection, the sudden disconnection and betrayal, right? It's fiery, it's hellish, it's hurtful, it's harmful, and it's pain, okay? So when we see that, it's starting to create this flame, a wall of flames, if you will, that you can't get through. You can't jump across that circle of flame to get out. So it's also this feeling of, I'm never going to get out of this, like something taking you over, like the fire's enveloping you, right? And so that's what I'm seeing. Now, when I'm looking at this, they're saying, like, your oracle has the water to put this out. You know, like, just let that come into you. Remember, you don't have to reach out for help. It comes to you. It comes through the innermost part of your being. And that is a portal. And when you know how to get there and you're in sync with that, you can access and draw forth anything to you. You become magnetized for whatever it is that you need. So the water buckets are there. It's like it's easy for your oracle to put out the fires, right? So watch out again that you don't go into like, oh my God, this is hell. Like, no. What is the way out? Who am I to draw in? What information? Where's the way out of this? How can I get support for this? So I am looking at a constellation, but I don't know the name of it. So I can't tell you, but it's okay. We don't need to know the name of it. I just know where it is inside of you, and it looks like a constellation. And, oh, it's Leo. It's a lion. It's a lion. Okay, it's Leo. Okay, so when we look at that, how many, it's galactic. This is galactic past life. How many ago? 76. Okay, 76.
Okay. All right. Ellen, thank you. Blessings. Going to Sydney with Eva.
Okay, here we go. This is a dissonant portal, right? So what's happening is a discordant energies clashing, right? It's like trying to play an instrument and you don't know how to play it and you're just making noise, right? And the colors are even off. I'm like, what? At first I look at that and it's supposed to be bright green and then it turns to some kind of weird brownish orange energy. Okay, like what is going on? Again, this is a cacophony of like noise and chaotic energy, and it's really causing you to be overwhelmed. There's conflicting energies inside, right? So part of me wants to do this, the other part of me wants to do that. This is like the double bind kind of energy. Now, Carrie Kaisak works with discordant energies and the dissonance. So don't worry, we've got you covered on that as well. Everybody, we're going to work on all these levels. We're going to work in the vibrational frequency wave tones. Okay, so, but this in particular, right, isn't letting you access the vibrational sound, because everybody, how do your oracles talk to you? It is through sound waves and vibrational frequencies with the oracles, and you have to make out what they're trying to convey, not really what they're trying to say. What are they trying to convey? It's always going to bring up a rush of energy through your body. That's how you know that it's true. It's a vibrational frequency tone and feeling tone. And so let's see where we're at here. Okay, so I'm getting both. I'm getting a past life, 11 past lives ago, and a galactic past life that they're saying 87 is coming through, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Eva. Blessings. Okay. Let's go to Noblesville with Renee.
This is a seventh dimensional twisted portal. Again, when we look at this, contorted, gateway, jagged, lots of jagged. The colors are tight, right? They're twisted to the point where they're tight. And so it's turbulent. It's like a whirlpool, twisted, but it's turbulent like a whirlpool. And this is creating a barrier. I'm literally seeing a barrier. And it is because it's twisted, the reflections in the mirror look like weird twisted beings, right? If you've seen like imagine taking a hologram and everything is clear, and then twisting it. One eyeball kind of pops out in front of the other, right? It's weird. It's like an oversized shoulder or something, right? An elbow popping out where it's not supposed to. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Now, when we look at this, I want to check to see here where we're. Oh, that is an Orion constellation, and let's see how many past lives ago. Yeah, it's past lives. So let's start to see here what we're looking at. 41 past lives ago.
Okay. All right, Renee. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Christel. We'll come back. We'll take more live callers. We'll take more from the Q&A. I think I feel called to move to discovering Guided by Light. That you have created this wonderful offering, Christel, to support us with. Well, I'm sensing embracing our oracles. We want to hug them and to be with them and to live with them. So we'd love to hear all about it, Guided by Light. So everyone to follow, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/Christel3, or just scroll down the page if you're on the replay to discover Christel's special offer. If you're on the webcast, you have a button and a link. Click Guided by Light. Christel, please reveal what you have created with Guided by Light.
It's glorious. It's graceful. It's glorious. It's yummy. It's delicious. It's illuminating, right? Guided by Light came through me because you called it forth. Each one of you called it forth. How many times have you said, I want to know how to connect with my guides, or I want to know how to connect to the fairy realm, I want to know how to connect to these higher celestial beings? We have celestial allies. And the whole idea behind Guided by Light is, how do we get your energetic constitution and structure clean and available to present yourself to the dimensional realm in which that particular celestial ally is going to easily support you traversing the realms of the ancient wisdom and the knowledge of these beings. So we are working on 3 different levels, and it's about increasing your celestial channeling ability to become that which you are seeking to engage with. It's becoming the deva, becoming the elemental being. Right? Because we're all one. So again, if you become it, like calls to like. You're literally going to at that place within you that is 0 point. Everything exists holographically, and there are multiple representations of the one. Right? So it's about getting you to the place where you become the deva. The devas function at the realm's 0 dimension, right, up to the 2nd, kind of moving into the 3rd dimension. These beings are the magical, shimmering beings that the divine uses to oversee the creation of something. Think of like a beautiful flower. Where did the flower come from? It came from a seed. But what came before the seed to create the seed? What is the energy that prompted the seed to open? And who's governing that? Who governs the energy to influence the seed to grow? The devas. Right? The devas. You have governing devas over Yosemite Park, right? That are governing all the other little devas, right? That have to like work with the one little tiny seed, right? Of one little tiny flower, right? So you've got these managing devas that are brilliant, and they want to connect with you because you're here to change the way the human beings function and look at not only the devas, look at our planet, right? And so as we talk about, a lot of you are bridges. You're bridging conscious cosmic energies down to Earth plane, Earth planet, and bringing a shift of awareness. We've talked about this for years, but how does that happen? Who do you need to work with to actualize that on the planet? You have to work with the devas, your celestial allies, right? So we're working on that one level. Then we're going to the next level, okay? And this is where we know we love them. They're amazing. Our spiritual guides, our spiritual guides. They're working and functioning with us from the third to the fifth dimension. This is about ascension. This is about gaining guidance, observing the signs, paying attention, just awakening to no time, space reality, right? What can we gather when we don't have the constriction of time and space? What can we do? Who can we be? Fearless, for one. We can be fearless, right? We can be very clear. We can take our future lifeline seriously, right? We can plan to be synchronistic beings, right? Actually listening, hearing the answer, and doing what we need to do, right? How many of you have heard your spirit guides through your higher self? You know what to do, but fear arises, doubt arises. You don't follow through. And then you regret it, and then you make justifications for why you didn't do it to try to appease your persona and make you feel okay, and then you forget it. But you don't really, do you? Your soul doesn't really ever forget that you didn't do it. Why? Because you're meant to do on this planet. Yes, you're meant to be, but it's not all about being. It's not all about getting to the I'm going to go to this higher dimension, feel the expansiveness, and do nothing with it. No, it's about translating that into action. I translate that, it's a message, I'm bringing it down, and I'm doing something with it. Our spirit guides come in at different times for us, and they come in at different cycles of our life. We incarnate with a Vedic chart, an astrological chart that is for 120 years. Do we live that long? Most of us, we're not going to live that long. But do you see that there's so much profound information we could gather that if we do clear a lot of what's in the way, our karma, our ancestral paradigms, our thought patterns, and all of these things, our beliefs, if we shift, there's a possibility we can advance by 120 years, right? We can do it. We can advance. So maybe we live until we're 90. But what if we took those 90 years and we cleared 120 years of karma, and we got the guidance of our 120th year, and we're living at that higher dimensional frequency, and we now transcend into enlightenment. Do you see? So our spirit guides are there for that, to support us, getting us to the place where we are doing what we came to do and really leveraging our time as a human being, right? Now, as we are working in actual with our spirit guides are to connect first through our higher self and come through. The information comes through these access points. Again, we're going to do an energy lab where we're going to see what's going on with your spirit guide access point to your primary spirit guide that's available for you right now. Are you able to put yourself in a situation, in a mind state, in a heart state of being that you will actually be able to receive it and then take the steps, right? This also is the realm of animal spirit guides, those beings as well, because you think that they might be in that, the animal spirits might be in that first level, but actually they come through in the second level. They come through in the third dimensional realm. And so you've got animal spirit guides as well that are really serving you at this level, okay? Where your crystal spirit guide is more at the Devic realm, right? When we talk about your crystals and the crystal spirits beings, those of you that love crystals and collect crystals, you are connected directly with the devas, and you love the little devas that live inside those crystals, don't you? Right? And they heal you, and they help you, and they direct and guide you, and they love you when you put them in the sun and support them in getting clean. So that second level is the spirit guide level. So we're going to be together. I mean, we're going to be in group. And I'm going to put you on the holodeck, and we're going to really start to see what needs to shift. We're going to do the shifting right there on the call. It's glorious. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. And it's palpable. You guys, even if you haven't been able to feel things before, you're probably going to feel it because we activate, all of us. We activate at this higher level because I have in my human design the capacity to take you there and traverse those realms in real time when I interact with you, okay? Now, the next level, you've heard me talk about the oracles. Bravo, beautiful oracles. Welcome, we love you. These beings have waited a long time to be recognized, and we're going to be calling forth and working to really start to get a sense of what is needed for when your spirit guides convey information and insight to you. What is needed for the higher visionary abilities? We're talking about perception. We're talking about illumination. We're talking about increasing your radiance and your radius of influence with light. We're talking about you becoming the beacon, the lighthouse, right? Now, this is about, again, it really is about self-realization, right? For those of you that are serious meditators, right? It's like no nonsense. You're in that path. Also, bhakti, the people that are on the bhakti path. I mean, those of you that are like monks on this planet because you know your dedication and your commitment is just like, nope, I'm not going to get thrown off. I'm not going to get distracted, like you hunker down. Your oracles are preparing you for enlightenment. And they want you to realize the self and the brilliance of you as an oracle. And what happens is when we become engage with our oracles, we start to become oracles for others. And we utilize specific oracles in ways that bring others illumination. Okay? So we bring others. And there's a way of working with the oracle where we encapsulate them. And that's a good thing because it allows us to engage heart to heart where the transmission through the heart becomes very clear. Now, you know, a lot of what I'm saying, I don't want to jump too far ahead because we do have to lay the foundation for things, but I just want you to know that there's something you can look forward to out of this, guided by light, is that you will learn to understand how those frequencies start to resonate within your own being. But for those of you that are getting started, it's going to be so good for you because this is a foundational experience of a platform in which you will begin from, right? But also for those of you that are advanced, you're calling forth advanced oracles. You see? And some of you that have your spiritual gifts, this is going to amplify and bring more clarity around the specificity of how to use that modality, okay? How your healing can go to the next level. Those of you that say, but Christel, I don't know mine, that's what the oracles are going to bring to you. They're going to start to get you prepared so that you can accept that you are a being that has the capacity to channel a modality through your body, channel healing light through your body, and what that comes with, okay? So Guided by Light is going to be over the course of weeks, and you're going to begin with a beautiful intention ceremony. Again, we talked about how important intention is. That draws the beings to you. We're working with divine feminine magnetism now in the 6th dimension. Intention is vitally important. We're not messing around here. We're getting serious with our intentions, but we're doing it in a fun way, right? So really like pumping yourself up, being in the intention, drawing in and starting to create these brilliant orbs of intention and fuel them. Okay, so calling in the celestial allies, this is going to be something you can listen to and play with and come back to create higher and higher intentions, and you'll see, because you're going to move to higher levels of your own advancement, right? Now, then you're going to have these celestial allies invocations that you're going to be able to do, which you can create your own. You don't have to use the ones that I've created, but I'm going to give you some that I'm infusing. In other words, I'm at the realm with the beings encircled by the beings, creating the invocation with them. I've put this together in a PDF series, and you're going to be able to have those. You can say them. If you want to create your own, you can. That would be great. Have these and then create your own. I would love to hear them. Then you're going to do the In Sync series, which is 3 weeks, so 1 call per week, live interactive on Zoom with Carrie Kaizik. Carrie Kaizik, she resonates at the purest form of light in the heart space, right? When you get in contact with Carrie, something magically happens. You become soft. You become sweet. You become compassionate. You become honoring. You become balanced, right, Sophie? We've all been together in person. There is an innocence, a preciousness, but there's a secret doorway through Carrie. She can, I got chills again. She can access the dimensional guardians. She accesses and utilizes the aurora borealis. So again, see the connection with the colors that come into play with the higher dimensions, the 6th through 11th. We start to see colors. She brings in the sound with the crystal bowl beings. Those crystal bowls are beings. So we resonate with the Davic realm that bring in the celestial frequencies. Carrie is so delightful in her way that she orchestrates these energy beings, and it's like, gather round, gather round. She's going to play music for you, music for the soul that really activates your capacity to first draw your higher self down into your body container, which is paramount, and then she's going to take you through connecting with each of the levels. So you'll start to call forth your beings and then be ready for going into Guided by Light 3-week live interactive series with me. So that is what we're going to be doing. That is the magic that we're creating. And for each of the calls that you're going to have, these are, again, energy labs, different from a teaching scenario. I teach as I go. We're going to learn from each other. Just as you're learning from the people that got the intuitive readings here, the difference is that we're going to actually encircle that being the person that we're working with, and we're going to activate the higher vibrational holographic light realms that flow through Metatron's cube, and the Reiki rays that are going to come through as well. And we're going to literally upgrade in real time your spirit guide channel, your oracle channel, and your Deva channel. And we can do that. We can heal the access points in that amount of time. So it's absolutely brilliant and beautiful as an experience. We go into states of bliss. We're going to witness you, right? We're going to witness you. We have to get you to be willing to be in a place where you have absolutely loving, it's a loving spiritual container with spirit beings that are all of us that can see you, right? We can see you. We can hold that space. We can feel you. We can sense the energies and the colors and the fragrances, and we can do that. So this really is about working together. You don't have to be on the calls for us to put you in the circle for healing, or for me to identify what needs to be healed. If you can't make it, don't miss this. It's okay. It's okay. Do not miss this, right? And I'm saying that from my heart because we've done some other things that are similar to this format. You don't want to miss it. Everything that we do when we're on there, it's actually happening no matter where you are, because We are going to the 7th dimensional realm, the holographic realm. We are working on your hologram, and we're shifting it in that time. So there's no time-space reality, but we're shifting it when we're there, right? So, so be ready, bring your light and bring your positivity. Bring this feeling of potentiality, right? I want everyone to feel, wow, this is enlightening me for potentials. I want to experience the possibility and probabilities as potentials. And that's what we're going to do for your future lifeline. It's going to change. It's going to be lit up in a beautiful, graceful way, but it's going to be personalized for you to be able to connect with them. So it's really opening and having you recognize your mastery, your capability of channeling at that celestial level. Okay, so that's what's in store for all of us. I'm excited. A lot of you have jumped in, and we get to gather in our 5th dimensional Reiki school group. This is not Facebook. I repeat, this is not Facebook. This is a beautiful container that is just for us. It is a sweet, loving, compassionate container for us to engage, to share with each other what we experience, what's happening, what we're going through, not just the good. What's going on? Do you need support? Can we put you on the grid? How can we really bring you light today and love you up? Okay, so it's the place that we're calling this for luminaries. It's our spiritual luminaries that we know each other. Whether we know each other or not, we know each other. I get you. I love you. I'm totally in. Count me in. And that's a sacred space for us. And we've been nurturing and nourishing this space, so you're going to feel right at home. And I want you to engage. This is not about being isolated. You want to have a little bit of engagement in there. You don't want me to have to draw you out as much as you start to share, because why? It's actualizing. You're going to prove to yourself you can do it. And it doesn't have to be much, but it needs to be something. We want to have you experience the love that this container brings. So we do welcome you to enter into that container. It's a safe space, and it's just allowing you to really ascend in an elegant yet fun way so we can interact and, bring the brilliance.
Yes, bring the brilliance, absolutely. Thank you so much, Christel. One thing I want to comment on the Energy Lab for those who have never experienced it yet. It's really, you get to work individually with Christel in a group setting, so you get the benefit of the group settings in terms of the support, right? Being placed in the center of the circle when it's your time, and having the whole group support you and witness you and support you. And also everyone in the group benefits from you being at the center of the circle when it's your time. And what this allows, and I find that it is such a genius formula, is that it allows you, Christel, to meet everyone where they are. So there are some who are more beginners, there are some who are very well advanced in building their energetic constitution. Wherever we are on our journey, you meet us there, and so it makes the whole program being open to everyone wherever you are. You will be met and taken care of right there, and move to the next many steps. It's not going to be just one step. It's going to be many steps ahead. So, yeah. Very beautiful. So thank you so much, Christel. Guided by Light, it's Graceful Connections exclusive. It is brand new, exclusive for our community, our audience. Well, this is your home, Christel, so thank you for bringing this home. And it is very generously priced, with making it accessible to you with 2 payments, even 3 payment plans. And remember,
don't wait.
Yes, don't wait. Yes, it's filling up. It's filling up, right? Don't wait, but wait. There will be a special announcement towards the end of our time together today. Just wait until the end of our time today because you're going to want to hear about this. This is going to be really impressive, I believe. So thank you so much, Christel. I'm sure that many have called this. I have called this for sure. I was wondering one day, well, what are really oracles? I was just in such a, such a questioning. What is an oracle really? And we didn't talk about it, right? But it was like 10 days later, we have this discussion and you tell me this is my new program and it's about oracles. I say, what? Okay. So I have asked for it, but many of you, I'm sure. And one thing that is so amazing to me is that the spirit guides have been so much in the spotlight and they are such great support and such great companions and everything they do for us. But it's amazing to me that the devas and the oracles have been so overlooked until you bring them to their rightful place in this whole journey that we're on.
It's puzzle pieces, right? And what happens is these waves of energies start to come through our planet, right? So again, we had the harmonic convergence, 1988, and really starting to bring the energies through. Of course, they started before that, but and then 2012, we start to see these on our timeline, our human being timeline, right? And what are we able to handle? And why do we need to think about our spirit guides before the oracles? Why do we need to? Because we do have to dive deep. We have to spend years diving deep. But what I've always done, and it's been a good thing for me, but at sometimes I'm like, why me? Like, why do I have to be the way shower? Why do I have to be the one going out to the edge of the cliff and then realizing, oh, it's not a cliff at all. Like, we just go here and there and that there's a whole little path and it's safe. Okay, let's go. Right? And then that opens up to something else. I've always been that for my community, right? You guys know that. This has been 20-something years I've been doing this. And that's who I am for you guys. And I'm willing to do that. But these are puzzle pieces that have to come together. And we also are waiting on science. Because what happens is our mind can't put words to things until science puts words to it. Right? So they've come up with ways now to actually see what we've always known was there. And it's not nothingness, is it? It's a substance. There's no real nothingness. It's a substance. And how do we leverage that substance? How do we find these places, these portals of zero-point energy? And so a lot of us, the way we're wired is so left-brained that we're waiting on science. And, I mean, just think about heart coherence and think about everything that's come through over the last, 10 to 15 years where we've got people that are scientists and spiritualists. And look what they've brought out. And then look at just the internet and us being able to listen to summits and to attend these events and to see the films. And so to really understand is that, you guys, we are on the cutting edge of it. And if we gather together, if we say yes to this guided by light, what's happening is we're raising our hand to say yes to supporting a quickening of the evolutionary path that the human race is on. We used to engage more with the devas. We used to engage more with the oracles. But we're in the Kali Yuga. We've forgotten how. But now, because we've been given these insights and we've done the work, we've gotten ourselves to the place where we are uplifted. We can access, and then we turn around and help those at the lower dimensions move up. And that's the way of the universe. That's how it works. That's the way of creation and evolution. So we're not doing this to be selfish, although we are as human beings. I want to hear my oracle. I want to feel the reflections. I want to engage. I want to know what they look like. I want to know what they smell like and sound like and feel like. But we're doing this. We're saying yes. We're opting in because we know that our soul, in hearing this, wants us to take action. As we upgrade and we come into the realization, I'm not the only one with realizations. That's the whole point. I've never been one to discount anybody else's work. Please bring puzzle pieces. Please bring the information to light. Let's do this together, because that's what it takes. And that's the way the universe engages. And it wants to re-engage with us. Our oracles want to be felt again. They want us to sense them again. We've done it before. Let's bring it back. And now's the time because it's coming through. So we respect that, but we can quicken it by doing things like this together. Okay, so
I'm hearing oracles rising, oracles rising. Woo! Right? Yes, exactly. Oracles rising.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's meet there. Let's go and meet there. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Christel, for being our guide and taking us there. Wonderful. Are you up to doing some more readings?
I think I can do a few more. I think
okay.
I feel good.
Let's
I can do
take
a few more
let's take a few live callers, a few Q&A, and we'll get to our special announcement. That's gonna be so special. So let's go to Toronto, Ontario, with Sharon. Unmuting you, Sharon. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, sweeties.
Hi.
So what's blocking my connection to my prime oracle?
I'm getting it is a eighth dimensional portal, right? And and it's an oblivion experience, right? It's void like, and I'm seeing that sometimes you go in and out of emptiness, and then you catch yourself like, where did I just go? Have you found moments of time where you can't recall what you just did or what just happened?
Yes.
It's feeling lost. It's feeling adrift, disconnected, right? And so as we know, in that state of oblivion, sometimes that can be appealing, right? Because you were just in oblivion, like you didn't have the pressure of time, space, or doing. But the reality is that your human being wants to be in the doing still, and that you can carry that state of openness and expansiveness, like we say, the oneness, allness, nothingness. You can carry that into your healing practice, right? You can carry that into those moments when you're doing readings for your clients, yeah? And that will allow you to access information. What we don't want is this portal going into oblivion, but you not accessing and drawing the oracle frequencies through to get the information, right? And so that's what's happening, okay? We don't want the oblivion void to take you over. We want you to utilize that in the moment, okay? Now, let's see where that is. That's also in the Palladian constellation frequency of starlight energy. And I'm seeing the galactic lifetime that's hindering this as 6. They're big 6, they wrote that, right? And so, yeah, the color is just black. The color's just dark, empty, black, right? So we've got to bring the light, welcome the colors in, and welcome the fragrance of the delicious, beautiful information as energy that you're going to be fed by your oracle, okay?
Okay.
That's okay.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Let's go to Gabriela, California, with Kathy. I'm muting you, Kathy. Hello.
Hi, Sophie. Thank
Hi.
you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, So we're looking at 11th dimensional portal that has like a rift in it, like a fractured gateway. And again, it feels jagged. It feels like the energy is fractured in a sense that it's sharp, right? It's too sharp. It's too much. It's coming through. And what that is like scattered information. We don't want, if you imagine cracking the mirror in half and it's sharp, but then all these little scattered slivers shoot out, right? And so life sometimes feels like that. People can be sharp. People can be cutting, right? And so that's really creating a rift between you and your oracle, I guess we could say, right? Now, where did this come from? Because I keep seeing it like Virgo, the Virgo constellation, right? And as I'm looking at that, this is a galactic past life as well for you. And this is the 11th past life. So 11th dimensional portal, 11th past life galactic energy, really meaningful there with the 11th, because you're directly linked with Metatron, Archangel Metatron. And I can see that, right?
11. And you're number 11 on my list of the hands raised. So there's really something with the 11 right now. Wow. Yeah. Like if you needed a confirmation, there you go. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Christel.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Let's go to Goshen, Indiana. 9623 on the phone, the last digits. I don't have your name, but you're going to tell us right now. Unmuting you. Hello.
Hi, Sophie.
Hello.
And
hi, Pamela.
hi, can you hear me?
Welcome. Yes,
Hi.
welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yesterday I put in the Q&A box, I didn't think I'd make it, but I'm here, so ignore that one. Hi, Christel.
Wonderful.
Water.
Let's take a look here.
Crystal, is it time for some water?
Oh, yeah, you're right on me, aren't you? I got one drop left. Thank you. Thanks for looking out for me. Okay, going in, what I'm seeing is a blurred portal, okay? This is a 7th dimensional portal. And when I look at this, what's happening is the colors are being blurred, right? Like the blurred photography, okay? That's what it's like. And you can imagine that, right? But when we see that, what's happening is things are showing up in the background. I'm seeing that as this is distorted in a way, you're making things out that are showing up that aren't really there, right? And so what's happening is that brings you into a place of distance from your oracle because you think that there's something in the way, right? Oh, something's showing up. Somebody's showing up. Something's in the way of that. And so that creates distance, right? So that's how it doesn't allow you to see it. Now, when we start to look at this, I'm actually getting the Arcturian energy that's coming through. I also see your connection with the Pleiadians. So I see that there are, they're starting to show me, and I think it's just because I'm looking in the specific way your oracles are presenting themselves, so I can't wait to get on those calls with you. But what we're looking at is a galactic past life. And what they're telling me is this actually goes way back. This is like 187 galactic past lives ago, okay? And what we want is we want to clear the blur, and we want to have the energy be very crisp. I'm feeling crisp, clean. You know when it's a cool day and the breeze comes up and it just, you can smell the crispness in the air? That's what it's like. Okay.
All right. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Pamela. You're coming in and out, Pamela, so I'm going to mute you. Thank you so much. Blessings. Thank you, Christel. Are you up to taking a few from the Q&A?
Okay, we'll do a couple more.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. Let's go to West New York with Sandy.
All right, Sandy. They're taking me immediately to the 10th dimension. Oh, let me get some water. Let me get more water. Pamela knows. Hold on, you guys. When I do so much channeling, it comes through the throat.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I've got to stay at a high dimension to be able to do these types of readings. They're different than the other ones. Okay, so going back, 10th dimensional portal, okay? This is like crumbling, like decaying, crumbling walls. I'm getting the colors are like blonde, brown, you know, think of like old walls of maybe like a fortress or something, and starting to decay, right? But this is a reflection of instability, unstable energy fields, okay? Like ruins that are crumbling down. And with that, it's hindering the connection because it's not allowing the insights and the reflections to come through because there's these what look like rocks in the way, right? And there's the instability. Think about what that does in your life. When you don't feel that you can have support, you don't feel stable, it's shaky ground, right? And the shakiness of that can come in your throat, like the way you talk, and it comes out a little shaky. It can be your nervous system that gets shaky. So let's see when that one was created. We're going to the constellation, actually Scorpio, and I'm seeing past life. Oh, galactic past life. Okay, galactic past life. 123 ago. 123 ago.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Blessings. And our last one, before we get to our special announcement, we're going to Aptos, California with Barbara.
Okay, so with that, sixth dimensional portal, fading. Transparent gateway, but dulling. It's muted colors, okay? And I'm feeling kind of feeble, right? It's like this feeble, flickering energy field. It's like a dying ember, right? So these kinds of feeling tones around it. Yeah, and again, with this kind of fading intuition, right? Fading intuition, like it's too faded out. I can't really grasp that. Now, with that, I'm being taken, and I'm seeing it like a bundle. So this access point is part of a bundle, all right? And looking at that, I'm seeing that some of the access points are online and some aren't. So some are faded to the back and almost becoming invisible. We don't want those to fade. We want them to come forward. We want them to be engaged with the other access points and portals, because when they're in a bundle, they all work off the energy to bring it up, to amplify it, right? Okay, and then you can access that amplified energy and send that out, right? All right, so let's just see here how many past lives ago we're looking at. 77 past lives ago. Okay, yeah, 77.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christel. Thank you so much, Christel,
You're welcome.
for all these readings. And yes, everyone, again, guided by light, make sure to go to gracefulconnections.com/Christel3 or click on the button if you're on the webcast. If you're on the replay, just scroll down the page to get all the details and join in. Exclusive to Graceful Connection, take advantage of the 2 and 3 payment plan. Even if you didn't get your own reading today, I'm sure that you get a sense of how Christel can masterfully support you with connecting with your oracles, spirit guides, and devas to advance your spiritual evolution and realize your purpose, your dharma. So join in, yes. And now it's time for the grace of abundance to flow into our gathering. I mentioned a special announcement, and here it is. So Christel is offering a fast action bonus for Guided by Light purchased until midnight Pacific time on Sunday, March the 3rd. So Christel, what is your fast action bonus?
Oh my goodness. We're going to do a raffle, you guys. We're going to do a raffle. One of you is going to actually win a Metatron's Cube healing session with me where we're going to go in. It's going to be a 30-minute session. I'm going to actually look at specific access points for your primary Deva, your spirit guide, and your oracle. We're going to increase. Remember, I just talked about amplification. We're going to clean those up, but we're going to increase them. So the portals are very small the way that I see them now. They're tiny, tiny. But I was given permission to actually open and increase the portal opening. And what that does for an individual, when we can increase that opening, is it actually allows for a greater flow to come into the meridians of the body, starting to activate the different access points. Now, also, there are specific gateways that I'm going to be looking at. When we're in the energy labs of Guided by Light, I'm going to have certain gateways and channels for each call that I'm going to focus in on. But when you get this private session with me, I'm going to add on to that. So there's different types. I'm not gonna say the names of them right now because your higher self will tell me exactly the ones for you that we're gonna look at. But they're very magical access points, and it's important for you to be able to expand those because it amplifies the energy to your human body so that your physical body can hold the vibrational capacity of light as truth, right? What that means is your specificity with your translation, your clarity, and your capacity to then share that increases, okay? So I'm going to be doing that in a 30-minute private session. Any of you that have had a Metatron Cube session with me, we work with Archangel Metatron and Metatron's Cube, and things happen very quickly. It's a very precious, beautiful, sweet, dynamic, loving energy, but it's quick. It's fast. And you don't have that spiritual hangover from, doing energy work this way. So I welcome you. Don't hesitate. Jump in. Get into the raffle. Let's see who's going to win this. And let's get going. Oh, my gosh. Already. I'm excited and fluttery. Yeah,
I love it. I love the raffle, and it even adds to the excitement of this whole program and how it's been called and it's offered now. So everyone, take action now to enter the raffle. Grab your chance to win your 30-minute private session with Christel and Metatron's Cube. That's in gratitude for your purchase of Guided by Light. Fast action bonus expires on Sunday, March the 3rd at midnight Pacific. Of course, if you've already purchased, you're eligible for the raffle as well. So that's very graceful, very generous of you. Thank you so much, Christel, for this extra that you added. And thank you so much, everyone, for your consideration. Yes.
And thanks for showing up today. Again, it's good to show up to get the information, but it's another thing to join in and really take that the next step further, right? We can't just keep, gobbling up information. And that was one of the things that was really important when I created this. They said this is not about teaching people. This is about getting in there and doing the energy clearing and doing the work in real time. And I think that goes for all of us, that we have to now recognize that it's time for us to join in on things that are shifting in real time, not to keep playing to our left brain, to the masculine, where we just want to learn and it's fascinating and it's interesting, which this is. But it's not just about, ooh, that's really cool, and not doing anything with it. The point is, let's really leverage the time. We've already been brought up to this high vibrational frequency just by being here on this call, getting the information, listening to those readings. Each one was a healing for that person. The light of truth came through. Your oracles were here. They've shown up. It's like they're present, but they're reflecting to you to take that next step. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought this out, right? I wouldn't have brought this to you. So I think that's important to consider, that you have to watch any discounting of your left brain and your mind. And it doesn't matter if you've bought other programs. This is not that. This is something unique and different that your being has been waiting for. And so that's what I would say is there is a bit of urgency that you can feel in my own being, wishing this for you, because I can see and sense on all these dimensions. You know, they told me on my 50th birthday that I was a high priestess, and that's the archetypal energy that I'm bringing forward for the community now and for the multiverse, like all these dimensions that I actually was a high priestess in, you know, I mean, literally living in the star system, in the Pleiades. But I have descended for this purpose. And that 50th birthday, back then, that ignited something that was passionate, and it gave me permission. It gave me permission to be really strong and determined in my greater mission. And my greater mission is to bring light to this world. And the way that I bring light to this world, you can see. And you can see it because you can track what I've been doing over the years. And I want that for you. I want you to feel the passion. I want you to tap into the energy of actualizing the spiritual gifts and letting me support you. It is something that we can talk about all day, but again, we have to get into the doingness of the being. And so I hope that you can take this and feel that urgency and also run it through your own being and get out of your own way so that your soul can be allowed finally to access the beings that are here that have been trying to reach you to support you. You have support. You have guidance. And it's time for you to know that and to feel it yourself instead of just being told that, right? Instead of being told that, you need to feel that for yourself, okay? So that would be my last, thing to say and my last words of encouragement, Sophie.
Yes, thank
and
you.
not to be so serious. I hope it's encouraging, but I think we do need to wake up. And it's time because we're gonna be in bliss. But I'm gonna tell you, I want you to take it and carry it out and offer it to the world in whatever is your way to do that. There's not one way, but let's take this and let's utilize the time and the brilliance of each other that's on the calls that we're being right now synchronistically. The universe is getting us all together in these little cohorts, right, in circles. And you know what had to happen to get you here on this call today? Like, come on, it's so cool. And so I can feel that now. The oracles are actually dancing the oracle dance, and it's kind of like a jumping up and down in frequency tone and light beams. And and I just see that. I see the fairies coming in and the devas, and I see it. So blessings to each one of you. Thank you, Sophie, for all that you do. Thank you for having me. So much love to each one of you. Yes, many blessings.
You.
Many blessings.
Many blessings to you. Let's take a moment to breathe, to be present once again to the orb of grace, to really receive your final message, Christel, what you just shared, letting it really settle in. Along with all that we've received today, discovered, experienced, all that we're not even yet aware that we have received, allowing it also to settle in, to speak to us, to prompt us. As we are safely held in the orb of grace, let's allow the orb of grace to remain there, holding us for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now by giving gratitude to each and every one of you in the audience. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace and the calling of your oracles, your spirit guides, your devas to connect with you. They are there and they are ready to be there for you. It's time to move up, for us to move up and meet them up in the higher realms and to expand, refine, or just create your connections there. Thank you, everyone. Immense gratitude to you, Christel. Amazing for all the wisdom, the brilliance, the offerings you have gifted us today through all the graceful connections that have been woven with you and your masterful expertise, the brilliance of your insights. Thank you for your generosity of heart and time and wisdom and all that you're offering exclusively to our audience. It is very precious, very appreciated. Once again, this is your home. You're always welcome, and you always treat us with such goodness and grace that, yes, we love it and we love you. Thank you, Christel. Double gratitude for you, Christel, and for the Academy for the Soul for offering this platform in which graceful connections grow and expand, impacting our lives, our environment, and the world at large. Living our divine radiance. Yes. Gratitude to the Orb of Grace for providing a safe, sacred space for this journey of exploration. And gratitude for all the grace we are blessed with at every moment, whether we are aware of it or not. It's offering all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, the revelations, and the realizations that we open our hearts to receive all along this journey. Gratitude to our higher selves, of course, the oracles, the devas, our spirit guides, and all the higher beings who guide, support, and protect us. And gratitude to the divine. Thank you. Until we meet again, many graceful blessings to you all. Thank you, Christel. Thank you, everyone. And goodbye.
Thank you.
Now.
Love you. Blessings.
Love you. Blessings. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.